the guru of Squad Double Zero, the assassin like no other. Yes, I'm the best at what I do. One of the most notorious YouTube anime manga community. Don't doubt the infamy, please. This for sure. This is the 25th Deathmatch. I'm pretty confident in this one, and this one brings forth an interesting one. If you see the title of the video, I'm talking about One Punch Man versus Anti-Monitor. So coming in from the left side, the left corner, you got none other than the one who's the one-hitter quitter, who needs no else, nothing else, to bring his opponent down. Who can take some punches and just finish it off with a good solid blow. And who's still on the rise to find his limits. It is One Punch Man Saitama. And from the right side, one of the most dangerous characters in fiction history, period. A universal threat, literally, on so many examples and so many scales. He is none other than Anti-Monitor. Let us begin. Back with another death match. It's been a little minute, not too long, hopefully for the people. This one I thought was very applicable because here you have a character who is ridiculously hard to find a proper opponent for him, and here you have just Mr. Universe Destroyer himself. So let's have these dudes clash off. We're gonna begin as we always do, explaining 3 different categories, and under each category there are a few different subcategories. Without further ado, under the attack category, as always, we have strength, which is physical strength, speed, which is combat speed, much different from transit speed, mind you. Techniques matter, they do, and power. We're talking about destructive capacity, ladies and gentlemen, how much you can very much destroy and stuff of that nature. Starting off with the physical strength category. Now, this one's kind of tough. This one's kind of tough, and I don't like talking in potentials, but Saitama has never truly been pushed to his limits, and it seems as though he's evolving as time goes on. So, I mean, the series is far from over, as far as I know, but from what we've seen, he can lift some tons from what's been showcased. Now, as far as the Anti-Monitor, his level, it's pretty uncertain, but for what I can gather, he beats out Saitama in the strength category because of the amount of foes he's going up against, and we're talking heavy-duty dudes, and yet he's able to physically deal with each and every one of them. So, and as far as the physical strength category, I have to go with Anti-Monitor. Now, as far as the speed, it's hard for me to gauge Anti-Monitor speed. It really is. From my research, I haven't found that he was a speedster by any means, that he was massively fast, but I still gotta put him over Saitama, because Saitama, generally in his movements, as far as in moving on land, now we've seen him be able to fly, and it was fairly fast because it was a falling meteor. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember if it was a meteor or meteorite, but regardless, it was falling and he was able to get there in a few seconds. That's not how he normally fights. It's the whole argument with Superman, okay? He doesn't fight that fast. Saitama has been shown to not fight that fast. So I have to give it to the Anti-Monitor. Comparatively, the foes that they've faced and from what they've showcased, pure facts, pure evidence, I gotta give it to the Anti-Monitor. So that's 2-0. Now, as far as techniques, this one's kind of hard because I'm gonna have to go on a more even playing field. Saitama hasn't had to use that many techniques so far, but he showcased a number of abilities as far as, we know, super strength, man, it's kind of hard to say what his direct abilities is, but he's shown a showcase of being able to see well and a few other things. Anti-monitor. Nah, actually, I gotta get this anti-monitor. No offense to Saitama. He's got his own sets of abilities, but anti-monitor, reality, alteration. He can bestow abilities on others. He's shown that with Psycho Pirate. He showcased energy manipulation. He showed a few more abilities than Saitama, at least at this particular moment. So I got to give it to Anti-Monitor. When it comes to power destructive capacity, this is a tough one, because at this point, I will leave a big question mark. Here's why. Saitama has destroyed what's been necessary, and he's shown to have no problems. Now you can argue, oh, he killed one dude in 2 shots, or I think he killed one if I'm not mistaken. It's been a little bit, but he finished off his opponent in 2 shots. Here's the thing: it was almost like he was 2 different organisms. On the other side, you have Anti-Monitor, who's a legitimate threat to the universe. He can destroy a universe, and he can absorb a bunch of antimatter to enhance his power. So that one I'll put as a question mark. But overall, I have to give the attack category to Anti-Monitor. Doesn't mean he wins the fight necessarily, but from what's been showcased to this point, he's shown better offensive capability, although Saitama has shown some impressive stuff himself. Moving on to the defensive category. Under the defensive category, you also have 4 subcategories. You have reaction time, durability, stamina, as well as agility. Now, as far as reaction time, Saitama has shown incredible reaction time at times. He's been shown to read fast opponents, read his opponents quite well. He's taken blows, of course. Who doesn't take blows? But he's shown pretty outstanding reaction time. And as far as Anti-Monitor, he's been able to keep up and deal with speedsters, deal with individuals of all types. So he's got it down as well. So I can't favor either's reaction time or the other from the research that I've done anyways. So for that, I'll put them on par. I'll put them even. Moving on, durability wise, Saitama is a tank. There is, without question, very powerful opponents. He's tanked. In the same case, Anti-Monitors fought some of the most powerful people, or if not the most powerful peoples in their universes. And he's tanked. Again, who tanks more? Can't really say. Both in dodge, both in tank. So again, at this point, I gotta put them on par, because I've not seen either of them, for the most part, really be faced. Especially Saitama. This dude, he'll just get scuffed up, and he'll just brush it off his shoulder. He doesn't get thrown around and stuff. Or he'll get thrown into something and it's nothing to him. This dude's a true tank. When it comes to stamina, this one is a huge question mark, because Saitama, again, he's never really been pushed to his limits. Anti-Monitor has fought. See, here's the problem. Anti-Monitor, when he fights, it generally garners multiple opponents. So it's not like he's fighting an individual, for a long period of time. He's fighting multiple individuals for a lengthy amount of time. So that one is another question mark. Moving on. When it comes to agility, I gotta give this one to the Anti-Monitor, because Saitama has not shown any legitimate agility feats. I'm not saying he has 0, but he's pretty much a regular guy that becomes strong. Ridiculously strong, ridiculously powerful, but nonetheless, he's still a regular dude who just doesn't really have much agility from what's been shown. So I gotta give this one an Anti-Monitor. Now we move on to the strategy category. And in the strategy category, we have 3 important subcategories. Location, which a lot of people don't want to get credit for. Fighting style. And fighting IQ. Now, when it comes to location, Saitama hasn't showcased that he can't fight anywhere. And the same goes for the anti-monitor. So location shouldn't be the key factor in this one when it comes to fighting styles. Saitama has showcased his own naturally developed fighting style. I mean, he comes in with the punch, but it's not a normal martial art, but it's a highly effective, I don't actually know what to call his fighting style, to be honest with you. It's an own unique style he has that mainly deals with striking, deals with the fist. Let me just put it that way. When it comes to anti-monitor, he's another one. I don't know how to exactly deal with it, but he deals with energy projection. He deals in another number of different ways with close range combat and whatnot. He also, I mentioned energy projection. He fights with alternative realities. So, keep that in mind. Reality warping, that may play a part in this as well. Moving on to the final subcategory. It is fighting IQ. Saitama has shown a pretty high fighting IQ. Fairly high. When it comes to anti-monitor, this dude's a tactician. He's showcased the ability to lead troops, large amounts of troops. He's shown an ability to pretty much go to war with, an entire other universes. He declares wars and fights them. He can go solo dolo. He understands his opponents. He can fight them on even grounds or greater. I'm talking about very powerful opponents. Let me just put it this way. He was able to take on the Spectre and some of the most powerful sorcerers in the entire multiverse. It took all of them. And this dude was able to figure out ways of dealing with them, or at least surviving them. Take that for what it's worth. He's fought, Superman. He's fought with Batman. He's fought. Pretty sure he fought Batman. If I'm not mistaken. He's able to deduce. I won't call him a fighting genius, but he is way high fighting IQ. He's able to deduce these different opponents he comes up against and showcase countermeasures for each and every one of them. So, with that being said, who do I give this favor to? This is probably going to be either my quickest or definitely one of my quickest death matches. I gotta give this to the anti-monitor. Now, here's the thing. There were some question marks. There were some question marks to stamina, and there's some question marks to actual, power, I said. Saitama, if he catches him, if anti-monitor don't come with the A game, and Saitama comes and throw them blows, I don't care. I don't know too many characters that can survive too many of Saitama's blows, considering he's been one-shot cats for the most part. So, anti-monitor, as durable as he is, I don't know how many of them blows he can take. But if he's serious from the start, and he's going hardcore after Saitama, I don't know if Saitama has the speed, the agility, or even the fighting IQ to deal with the amount of power that anti-monitor brings to the table. So overall, I give the edge to anti-monitor. It doesn't mean that Saitama can't win. One Punch Man can't win. It just means that when you look at all the factors, there are too many in favor of anti-monitor, from strength and otherwise, to ignore. Okay? But again, there is a possibility of Saitama winning. It's just not that. Unexpected one, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on it. This analysis was kind of hard because there's a lot of variables in it, but I do the best that I can. That's where you come in. If you disagree and you think Saitama has it, don't just tell me, oh, he's just one punch man, he's just going one punch kill. That hasn't been the case. It's been clearly showcased in the Invasion arc that it's not that simple. And we've seen this dude take blows, so it's not like he's just cakewalking over everybody. You feel me? It's not like he hasn't been challenged to a degree. You understand what I'm saying? Alright, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night.